What's up, y'all? I am back with a whole nother thing to and look. Okay, so um first and foremost, I want to start this message off by just saying have faith, okay? Have faith. Okay. Value your faith. Value the little bit of faith that you got. The reason why I say that is because a message that I feel like God have been putting on my heart and in my mind this morning is the faith of a mustard seed, okay? Because the faith of a mustard seed can do so much, okay? A mustard seed, anybody that's familiar with a mustard seed and then you see the tree that comes from a mustard seed, it's like one of the biggest trees in the world, okay? If it's not the largest, it's one of the largest, biggest trees in the world. Especially to come from a seed that literally is like, it's like tiny. Like, it's like so tiny it's hard to hold. So, when I say value your faith, that's why. Because it's just something so much greater that can come from that little bit of faith. And that's all God needs. Like, he's not asking for much because the power of God has so much power that it don't take a lot from you. He just need a little bit. That's all he need, okay? When starting off, in my walk and stuff like that, literally, it's like I can tell that it was nothing but a seed. It was nothing but a seed, okay? When it comes to just looking back on who I was and what I was and how I thought and what I idled, and then me being able to know like how I feel about the things that I used to idle today, it's like, yeah, he really stripped me from those things so that he can get me to this place. And I feel like it's the same thing for whoever this message is for. You get what I'm saying? Because, for example, another thing that he was pointing out to me when it came to faith and things just growing into something so much greater, right? And it's really hard to order this, like put this message in order, but hopefully it's falling the way, in a way that y'all can understand it. But the reason why, because it's just like the faith of a mustard seed, right? Looking at Noah, okay? Being somebody that is chosen by God, okay? Because that's another thing that he placed on my heart throughout this week. I just kept hearing it in my mind was many are called, but few are chosen. And I remember somebody had came to me a couple years back before I really understood what that was. And then he ended up God ended up delivering like what that meant, because I never really went back to understand it for real. Because when it came to many are called and few are chosen, I always felt like it was about salvation. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's going to be a lot of people that are saved. You get what I'm saying? Or called to be saved, but only a few will actually accept it. You get what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how I took it in. But I feel like God revealed something to me, you get what I'm saying? Because I came across the message of a lady who was speaking on how she had a dream. And that junk had really kind of touched me for real when she ended up relaying how God had spoke to her about it in her dream. And basically she said that she was leading a group of sheep. You get what I'm saying? And I said, wow, that's what he meant by that was, many are called, okay? But it's only a few Noahs in the world, okay? It's only a few people that's going to take an impact. You get what I'm saying? That's going to let their faith impact so many other people, okay? So, and I say that because it was only Noah who God told that, well, I ain't going to say he was the only one, but you get what I'm saying. Noah was the one who God told that it was going to rain, okay? But Noah was the one who got up and built the boat. You get what I'm saying? In a city or in a place that it didn't rain. Okay, so with that being said, look at all the people that who got to go on the boat with him, all the animals that got to go on the boat with him, because he had a little bit of faith, okay, that took and pushed him and moved him to do something that was so much greater. And then for so many other people, because look, the world got to be repopulated, okay, because he built the boat to where people could all get on. And he brought his twos and, threes and pairs that God told him to bring with him. And it just gave a greater impact. So with that being said, many are called, okay, but few are chosen to actually get up and do the work, to actually do it when they don't feel like it, to have the patience for the things that God said he was going to do. Okay, not many people are going to do that. It's not a lot of people who are going to be willing, is what God is saying. So when God called you to be willing, okay, let your faith move you so that his will can be done within you, okay, so that you can be blessed through the calling that he has for you, okay? So, not only that, though, it was another thing that he pointed out to me was the many are called, but few are chosen. And then it was the faith of a mustard seed. Oh yeah, and then also it was the faith without works are dead, right? And that's basically all he was saying, though, is when you have that little bit of faith but no work, okay? If Noah had a little bit of faith but, no works to go out and build the ark, okay, the will would not have been done. So that's all he's saying, okay? Have your faith and let your faith count for something. Let your faith count. Value that little bit of faith of a mustard seed, and make it into something greater. Okay, if he called you to greater, be greater. So that's just what it is, y'all. And I'm going to be back with another message about marriage and being single, okay? So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.